Yo, what's going on, guys? Hope everybody's having a good day. Welcome to the goddamn show, and today's show is episode 2 of Frontier 50. Now, I know it's kind of late. If any of you guys are new here, this is actually not that new for me. Most people are like looking at their clocks like, yeah, this is right around the time that Iniquity normally uploads. I got distracted. I turned on Netflix. I wanted to figure out who drew the 27 dicks on the cars. Listen, I'm already telling you way too much, but we are here for episode 2. I actually had a really good day just because I spent so much time reading all the comments from yesterday's episode, and you guys gave me some dope ass feedback, some amazing support, and I just need to thank you. This is probably going to be a normal thing where at the beginning of every episode I'm just like, bros, this is awesome, I'm really enjoying this. What's funny is that we're still playing the same game. I'm still turning on my Xbox, playing Titanfall 2. Not that much has changed, but I feel like this is something bigger, you know what I mean? Like, my plan is for Frontier 50 to become a staple on this channel. We'll see how that plays out, I guess, how it evolves, because I want this show to keep changing. Maybe not drastically, you know, like 2 weeks from now, I don't want it to be something completely different where all of you are just like, Iniquity, why the hell are we playing Minecraft now? Like, what rule? When was this added? You know what I mean? But I would like your feedback every single episode. If you guys think I'm doing something in the worst way possible, please be honest with me. If you think I'm doing something right, let me know as well, so I know that I can continue down that path. Any sort of feedback is definitely appreciated as long as it's respectable and as long as you guys wear purple and kill as many tones as you can. So I know a lot of people are still confused. I've been tweeting about this, I've been talking about this on Discord, and people are like, oh, Iniquity, Frontier 50 sounds dope. What is it? So a lot of you are still confused. Listen, I don't really know what it is either. I'm brand new to this, just like you are. We're learning together. We're trying to create something awesome. So I think what I want to start off this episode with is just talking a little bit more about my viewpoint and all this, my goal for what I want Frontier 50 to become. So let me ask you guys, are you fans of Pokemon? Excuse me? Listen, I realize this would be the most random segue ever, and I knew this going into it, but trust me here. Listen, I'm not like a crazy fan of Pokemon or anything, right? But I have some good friends who are just all-stars in the Pokemon YouTube community, and they inspire me every day. So there's something called a Nuzlocke in the Pokemon Let's Play community, where basically they're playing a game within the game. It might be something that all their viewers know about. They might have played it 100 times before, but with these Nuzlocke rules, it makes things a lot more interesting, a lot more dramatic, and that's what I'm trying to do here with Frontier 50. So rule number 1, pilots are never allowed to use the same gun or guns 2 games in a row. Number 2, pilots are never allowed to embark the same Titan or Titans 2 games in a row. Number 3, pilots must use a new tactical ability, stim, phase shift, etc. every 2 games. Number 4, losing a game deems whatever Titan or Titans used as destroyed. 2 more games must be played before bringing that chassis back into the fight. Number 5, a new boost must be used every 3 games. This is what I have so far. I'm gonna do my best to like type them up, make them all, you know, make it look pretty. We'll have some information in the description towards these next few episodes, so people that are brand new to this series are just like, what the hell's happening? We can always direct them to the description where these rules will always be laid out for them. That's what I have so far, though. Let me know how you guys feel about this. Give me all your feedback. Rewind the video and listen to it all again, and tell me if you have any other ideas. And something not too crazy. I've seen some shit on Twitter. People like, Iniquity, rule number 7, every Titan that you use, you have to make sure that you're blindfolded and you have to invert your controls and play max sensitivity. Now, I feel like that's fair. Listen, I love you guys so much. I appreciate your feedback, but let's give me some things that I can still enjoy the game with. That's not too much of a challenge. I want to make sure I still feel like I'm playing Titanfall and I can still play the way I want to play. Just, you know, just change it up a little bit. And with that said, let's get the ball rolling. Let's get the tick primed for explosions. Let's get the particle wall out. Let's amp our mind. I don't know. If you're excited, if you're enjoying listening to me speak, even though I'm just rambling at this point, make sure you drop a like for me. If you're brand new here, click that subscribe button, trigger that notification bell, and let's get on with game 2, boys. I know it took me a while to start this series. I gave you guys the teaser for it like 2 to 3 weeks ago. Just kidding. So it was a joke. You should have seen the look on your face, though. That's actually a real thing. That video, that's me playing Minecraft back in 2012 on YouTube, and it was so bad. Can you hear the difference, though? Can you hear the difference in quality and just my overall presence, dude? I can't wait to just keep on growing. Let's play, because this has been a 5-minute intro, and I'm super hyper. You thought I was going to use the car SMG, didn't you? You listening to this video right now, just shake your head. and disappointment for yourself, because I'm not that predictable, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I get it. We're using Supernova. Again, there's going to be some new people here. The camo, the purple camo that you're going to see pretty much every episode called Supernova. You have to buy from the in-game store. I want to mess around. I want to throw you guys another curveball. Let's go and do some things with the L-Star. We're also not going to be using Ronin today. Okay, so I'm thinking about it in my head. If I kill somebody with this flatline, I am not allowed to use the flatline next episode. If you guys see me kill somebody this game with this gun, and then see me use a flatline in game 3, we'll think of some sort of punishment for me. We need to have some sort of punishment for when I actually disobey one of these rules. Is there a punishment if I die to grunts? So I know I mentioned changing the colorblind back to like the pink enemies, but I kind of like having the yellow, at least on this account. I think we're gonna keep it like this for a little bit. So far, so good with the maps, dude. We started off with Glitch, and now we're on Eden. I can't complain whatsoever. I'm glad I'm actually getting kills at the beginning of this game. I get really worried when I use a gun that you guys aren't used to seeing me use, and then the first few fights are just duds, and I do terrible. It's a great feeling when I have a good start like this, because it gives me confidence to go into more and more gunfights. When I lose the first 2 fights, I start getting, I guess, more passive, more cautious, and it makes my gameplay worse. So I think it's so important to have a good start. You know what the most challenging thing is? Well, I mean, it's only episode 2, but like really telling myself, hey, you don't have amped battery anymore, extra battery. I have to actually think about using amped weapons, because I know in the very first episode, and it happens all the time, it's not like this is the first time it's happened. Anytime I use amped weapons, I completely forget about it, and I always amp my weapons right before getting them into my Titan. Just because of habit, I think I have a battery there, and there's always like 18 people in the comments who are just like, Iniquity, why did you use your amped weapons boost before getting into your golden, gorgeous Ion? I'm gonna try my best to do something special here. We don't have that battery, so we have to play, I think, a bit more defensive. Just in case they actually use their AT weapons on me, I don't have that overshield at the beginning to rely on. Just, okay, keep running. Pretend I'm not here. Thank you very much. So, there's always one confused person in the comments who's like, wait a second, if I amp my weapons, are my Titans stronger? No. If you see me doing that, it's just user error. I think I still have an extra battery, and I completely forget about that boost. Just warning you, because I know there's gonna be extra times during this series where I think I have a battery boost and it's just amped weapons and I make that mistake. I know it's gonna happen, so I just want to warn you about it. Should I get more aggressive here? I'm nervous, dude. I hate not having the extra battery. And as I jinx myself and lose more than half my health within 2 seconds after saying that. Is he in here? I think he's hiding. Why is he just standing still? Was he waiting for his Titan to be called down? I hope that doesn't crush me right now. It's great that we got that battery back, but I have no health now. Okay, they just dropped 2 Titans. It'll be fantastic if he doesn't make it back in time and I can just kill the auto Titan. Yeah, okay, he's not here. I will gladly use my laser core on you, sir. Here, hold on to this archer for me. Thank you very much, teammate or enemy. All right, so far so good. Get off me, get off my back. I don't, my punches lately, they just don't work. My melees aren't locking on. I'm fantastic. And by fantastic, I mean terrible without a Ronin sword. Here's the new strategy that I just created. When you're not allowed to use extra battery boost, you have to purposefully, you have to let other enemies jump on you, steal your battery, kill them, and use those batteries. Because that's what just happened. We just got 2 batteries because of these guys not getting away in time, which is great. All right, now he knows we're here. I feel like I'm about to get pinched. My teammate's to my left though, so we should be all right. It's a double date here. Trying to help him out, but it looks like he's not getting pushed. I got you, teammate. I got you. I don't know why I'm playing so scared right now. Maybe it's better that I play like this because I don't have as much health. They have 4 Titans up. What is that, a North Star over there? There's 2 Titans back there behind the railway. Yeah, let me just stay back here. I think that's the best decision. I want to get aggressive, I really do, but, you know, looking at my health, if I get hit by 2 Titans at the same time, I'm done. I don't want to feel like this Titan is a waste. Somebody actually yelled at me in the comments for my first game, episode 1, like, hey, maybe you shouldn't bring your Titan down. It kills the excitement. Bro, do you know what game we're playing? I'm sorry, are you trolling? Are you being sarcastic? Because if I have my Titan available, I'm going to use my Titan. I don't know what else to tell you. Come on, come on. I think there's still a North Star back there. Hi, it's not a North Star, it's a Ronin. This might have been a bad idea. All right, you know what? That wasn't that bad of a first Titan. I'm excited to use more of this L Star. I've really been enjoying it lately. I noticed that when I first started playing this game, the only thing I ever did was hip fire, and you're still gonna see me hip fire most of the time, but I noticed that there are many moments where I lose gunfights because I could have just aimed down sights and I just never did. So I think I want to start doing that more, just because it lowers my sensitivity. It helps me just, you know, be more accurate. And I think in the past I would always be self-conscious because there's always that type of player who's just like, why are you aiming down sights with the L-Star? Why are you aiming down sights with the alternator? That's not how it's meant to be played. And I'm like, wait, why am I letting this guy on the internet tell me how to play a video game? You know what I mean? So if I see myself doing better with a certain strategy, I'm gonna continue using that strategy, I think. However, hipfire right now is paying off. What I mean is, if I get into like a medium long range fight, I might actually aim down sight just because I feel like it helps me more. Do a little air strafe. This game so far is feeling good. I'm feeling good. So, if you guys paid attention to the rules, this is my second game using grapple. Game 3, I am not allowed to use grapple. I have to change it up. There's also a rule where every 3 games I have to change my boost, but now that I think about it, since I'm on a brand new account, I don't have many boosts unlocked. I don't even know if I can follow that rule for these first 3 games. We'll find out on game 3, or I guess game 4, when I have to actually change my boost. If you guys know, am I going to be able to unlock another boost before game 4, or am I going to be stuck using amped weapons? Because we might have to change that rule, or at least for the first few episodes, ignore it completely. So there's also another rule that if I lose a game, let's say I lose this game, I'm not allowed to use Ion for the next 3 games, or I have to play 2 more games, which gives, I guess, time for the Titan to be rebuilt. I want to build some sort of bond with my Titan. I want losses to feel like true losses. So if I lose a game with Ronin, it's gonna really eat at me because I know, like, shit, I can't use Ronin for another 2 games. And I think that's really cool. It's not too much of a challenge. Iniquity, blindfold yourself and cut off your ball sack. That's great for Frontier 50. It's not too much of a challenge, but it's still, it changes the game up a little bit. There's a little meta within the game, and a game within the game, which I think is really cool. I'm paying more attention to my gun camo right now rather than where my enemies are, because this is a bad decision. I wanted to use the golden ion and be cool, you know, look all sick for you guys, and I thought that this was the only camo that matched a golden ion, and this is just terrible. Respawn, if we get like any more cool chromatic camos in the next game, can we get like weapons that actually match it? I think I'm gonna die to this. Come on, dude. He's gonna phase right into me. I really think that extra battery makes a, like, drastic difference, man. Maybe it's just me, but I feel like I'm dying faster in my Titans.
You are dominating.
Does this guy have a scope on his L-Star? I see you. I see you. Now I don't see you. A little bit of that was spray and pray. I'm trying to catch somebody with some frag grenades because I feel like I haven't won Mississippi somebody in forever. But all these fights, I'm not complaining, by the way. A lot of these fights are just straight up in your face CQC, which is fantastic. If every game of Titanfall 2 could be played this close, I would love it. That's just what I prefer. Now, speaking about the grenades, somebody on, I think it was Discord, said, Iniquity, every time you die, you should change your ordnance. Now, I think that's way too much micromanaging, and if you guys don't know, ordinances are your frag grenades, your gravity stars, your fire stars. I think every death is just way too much, but what if we add another rule? I don't know, number 6, rule number 6, every 2 or 3 games, I have to change my ordnance. So instead of using frags all the time, which I love, we'll change it up just a little bit, not too crazy, every 2 or 3 games, so then I could actually try out some more fire stars, some arc grenades. I think if he hits a certain angle, he could actually shoot me on top of here, so let me get away. Did they just spawn here? I'm thoroughly intrigued. Did they just spawn behind me? He's probably gonna turn around now. Yep. Don't. Yes. Perfect. Dude, I haven't said this enough, but it feels so good to be back in Titanfall and just having smooth movement and chaining wall jumps and wall runs and slide hopping everywhere, grappling everywhere. I don't know how to explain it unless you guys have played something else recently. I love Destiny, don't get me wrong, but oh my god, this multiplayer is just, it feels so good to be back. I want to cry. It feels so fun to just have this freedom of being like, you know what, I want to do this and I actually can do that. You know what I mean? Like, this game just lets you do whatever you want, and every now and then you just feel like a superhero. and there's no other game like it. Iniquity, now you're just kissing ass. I was hoping that we get like a random kill there with one of my grenades. This game, maybe I shouldn't say it too early, but we have 5 Titans. They have 1. We almost have 570 points already. I think we're gonna win this one for sure. Now it's just about getting some more kills, practicing some more with the L-Star. I apologize again for this gun camo. Ion, I love you so much, but this gun camo does not really match well with the gold and stuff. I'm pinched right now between these 2 Titans. I'm not doing well with Ion today. I realize that. You can yell at me all you want, but I agree. Teammates, I need you right now. I need you. They're all looking at me right now. Yeah, you know what? I deserve that. I'm sorry, Ion. You look fantastic with that gun camo. We need to get the hell out of here. Nope. Okay. Never mind. We're just gonna pretend that didn't happen and completely ignore the last 5 seconds. So, along with adding rules, or along the lines of adding rules, I had a certain idea and I wanted to run it by you guys. What if every, I don't know, 10 or 15 episodes, maybe not too often, but something that happens a few times throughout the entire series or season 1, what if we randomize our entire loadout? I have had a few people come to me with websites that they've created which completely randomizes your Titanfall 2 pilot and your Titan, and I want to have an actual use for them. Unless we make a brand new series separate from Frontier 50 where it's just randomizers every single episode, I was thinking it would be really interesting if every 10 or 15 episodes we just say F it, we throw all the rules out the window and say randomize every single part of my loadout. It might be too crazy. I don't know if I wanted to. I don't really know how I feel about it, so that's why I wanted to run it by you. Also, somebody was like, hey, Iniquity, in season 2, you should have other content creators on your show. And I'm just like, dude, I wanted to do that on season 1. I wanted to do that now. I don't know if we're gonna have an actual rule for it, like every 10 or 15 episodes, like I was saying, but I do want to have Butterbar in here. I want to have Jared. I want to have Tony. Maybe we can convince Frothy to play. You know what I'm saying? Some streamers, Ishi, 2OP, Seagrave, anyone that's interested, Grizzy, whoever else you guys can think of. I would love to have other people on this series with me. I just don't know if they have to play by the same rules. They probably should, right? To stay along the same lines, like whatever weapon I'm using, whatever Titan I'm using, maybe they have to use the same thing. Or we'll make a rule that whatever they're really used to using, whatever their trademark weapon or Titan is, they're just not allowed to use that, just to make sure things are interesting for them as well. I don't know if we've ever had someone on this channel before when it comes to Titanfall 2, so I think it could be interesting for you guys to hear me interact with somebody else that you might have never heard of, or maybe you know them and love them, and we'll see how we interact together on Frontier 50. I don't know. I'm just running ideas by you guys. You can let me know how you feel about it. As always, I love your feedback. I love reading the comments after every single one of these videos, and I love you guys very much. We got 30 kills on game 2 of Frontier 50. Next game, we are not allowed to use Ion. We are not allowed to use the L-Star, and if you guys notice me getting any other kills with other weapons, make sure you let me know. And again, if you have any other ideas for rules we could add to Frontier 50, please let me know. Even if you're just like, oh, it's a stupid idea, he probably wouldn't like it. You have no idea what things were created just because somebody just decided to type out like 3 words. Like, we wouldn't have Frontier 50 without... Actually, I should say, shout out to Darren Mitchell. Without you, we wouldn't have this title. I'm pretty sure you actually mentioned using different guns at different times, so you actually created the first 2 rules. Without you guys, we wouldn't have this community. We built this together. It's not just me, so I absolutely love your feedback. Thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Make sure you drop a like for me. I will see you next time. Much love, guys. Peace.